might be going over it. But anyway, we'll quickly get to this one. Because life without Jimmy Anderson begins today against the West Indies as England's leading wicket taker of all time heads into retirement. Ben Stokes' men are 1-0 up in this series after their thrashing of the Windies last week. Joining us then to look ahead to this second test at Trent Bridge, it's the legend of English cricket, David Bumble Lloyd. How are you?
Yeah, we're good. All good. Harry Redknapp's the man. Get Harry in.
Yes.
Harry's the man for that job.
You don't want to talk about cricket, do you? You want to talk about England and football.
Yeah.
Tell us then. First of all, let's just focus on this particular test in terms of the West Indies can't be as bad as they were in the first, surely.
Well, I think they'll struggle, and England have too much quality. It's old ground that if you look at England, Australia, India, they've got all the money. They've got all the wealth, and that wealth isn't shared with all the other countries to establish them and to make them able to play and compete. And so I've a big problem with that. And West Indies will do the very, very best, and I hope they put up a good show, but England should be too strong.
Yeah. I'm intrigued, Bumble, to know exactly how Jimmy Anderson approaches this new chapter in his life. You know, it's and as a mentor and as a coach, how do you see that one working?
Yeah, well, I'm exactly the same as you, Andy. That a lad who's at the peak of, he's absolutely peak of fitness, and he bowled so well in that last Test match. And if they were picking on merit, he would get into this team.
Yeah.
So he's had to come out, and now he's with the team. He's with them. He's watching them, and he's sort of mentoring the fast bowlers. Don't forget, two of these fast bowlers are 35 and 36. I mean, Mark Wood and Chris Walsh are no spring chickens. So Jimmy Anderson was out of this Test match and out of Test match cricket. One of the things said that he's not going to the Ashes. Sure, those two would go to the Ashes either. However, he's got a job to do, and he says that he's at peace with it all. You know, it's whether he plays for Lancashire, which is another story. I doubt whether he will.
I suppose if you're looking for successors maybe, or someone simply to fill the boots of Jimmy Anderson, what about Gus Atkinson? He had an impressive first test.
Well, 2 years ago, I saw Gus Atkinson in one of these satellite competitions, a T20 in Dubai. And I got in touch with those that are in charge, and I said, just have a look at this guy. Now, I was commentating. I'll just tell you who I was commentating with. Simon Dewell, Ian Bishop, Wazim Akram, Waqar Younis. They all sat up and said, who's this guy? And so he's the real deal. But behind him, you've got Matty Potts and you've got Dylan Pennington. Now, Dylan Pennington, he's a massive guy, and he bowls quickly, and he's young, and he's in the squad, but he's not playing. But they've got a number of younger bowlers, quick bowlers. It's what they're looking for. If they're looking to the Ashes, you want somebody quick and tall who hits the pitch hard. And so we've got a battery of fast bowlers, and I think they'll introduce them. And what puzzles me is that we've picked a 35 and 36-year-old in this Test match. That's a puzzle.
Yeah, I think we just need to pick up some of those names that you dropped there, Bumble. Just quickly, I hear you were at Whitby Town versus York City last night. What was going on?
Yeah, I mean, it don't get any better, does it? You fish and chips. You get fish and chips. Take the dogs out. Watch the game. York City just shaded it. They played okay second half. They put all the big guns on. Deepo Akinyemi, a beautiful ball inside, and the new centre forward scored. And marvellous Marvin Armstrong scored as well. I mean, I'm giving you some great names here, Natalie. And they won 2-1. And this Test match in Nottingham, if people are going to this Test match, you've got to try the Grand Slam of Nan. It is the curry capital of the UK. Maid Marian Way. Get up Maid Marian Way, and there's that many curry houses you can poke a stick at, and you've got 5 days of Test match, and that is the Grand Slam of Nan.
I love it. Well, I'm sure people will be listening out now and be taking you up on that. Thank you, Bumble. Always lovely to hear from you.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.